Live.
Hey! Is it working today? Because I don't know, we had problems last time.
This is our first
the sound,
RPG
you mean,
Revolver in
Since Honey Heist.
since Honey Heist.
Yeah, that much noob can really scare people off. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, noob.
Sorry, noob, but he's right.
Hi there, my name is Terrence Crosby, and welcome to RPG Revolver.
Flashback.
Tonight we'll be running one of our personal favorites, Barbarians of the Ruined Earth, a game that's basically Thundar, and we're all here for it. And speaking of all here for it, we even have an extra tonight. With me, as always, is Toker, Kevin, Mahogany, Frakes, and now Matt.
Yeah. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
So,
His shirt's a lie.
what?
It's not.
He is not true neutral.
I am true neutral.
Yeah, he is out. He is out for self.
Yeah. Neutral evil.
Neutral. Yeah.
All right, I got to get off the
I mean,
Twitch.
it's all relative, right?
So, after the end of last adventure, we decided just to bump ourselves up a few levels so we can get a little bit more heady action in. And
Before you dive in, Terrence, if Dave is watching, I'd like him to know that we tried 2400 Zot, that RPG, 3 times, and
3 times.
technical issues, car crash, and COVID all ruined that. So
yeah, that's 3 strikes and you're out.
It's cursed. It is legit cursed.
And
The universe spoke.
like no.
That is why we've been not live past couple times.
It's been Zot 2400's fault, not real life's problems.
Yeah, not our real skillful messing up.
That's all. I know he watches these from time to time, and I sent him a message like, "Hey man, we're gonna play that game you wanted us to play," and then for 2 months we didn't do RPG Revolver, and that's why.
Yeah, it was
Sucks, but
a disaster. Everything's been a disaster lately. But we've bounced back hard. Hey, we're the best.
Boop, boop,
bouncer backers.
Given a small pool of candidates.
You're like a depressed hospital clown, Terrence. That's,
I didn't get enough sleep. I'm not gonna lie.
We're definitely in the top 10 out of 10.
yeah.
What?
I just move on when he makes comments like that.
Okay. I got nothing. So before we get going, does anybody have anything they want to discuss, talk about, banter on?
Oh, I just saw that David Harbour is going to be in a Christmas movie where he's Santa Claus and murders people. So
who's that?
David Harbour, he's the chubby cop from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
He was in that Hellboy movie nobody liked but me, apparently.
I love that Hellboy movie.
I loved Hellboy.
Which
He's in that
Hellboy
Scarlet
movie was
Witch
he in?
movie I haven't watched.
He was in the latest
I
Hellboy
didn't.
movie.
The one with the demon has swords for feet and is stepping on people, stacking them on his swords for feet. How do you not like
I
this?
think I saw that.
It's a giant troll fight. It's phenomenal.
I did like the Baba Yaga's hut part. That was
The Bobby Yaga's hut was cool.
that was pretty badass.
But
Like,
it's the same people that made the movie Nobody. If you haven't seen Nobody, you should. But it looks
That's a
like
good
Santa
movie.
Claus shows up to drop off presents at a real rich person's house that's being robbed, and he takes action. And that's all I need for a premise in the movies these days. Just cut and dry. I want to see Santa Claus beat the shit out of a bunch of bad guys.
wait, that really is the premise of the film?
That is
Claus-
that is the premise of the movie.
Santa Claus goes die hard on a house.
I think it's called Silent Night.
That's
I
great.
wouldn't say Die Hard so much as Death Wish. Santa Claus goes Death Wish on a house.
Death Wish is a revenge story. This is more of an active shooter kind of Die Hard situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're right. I meant Death Wish 4.
There was a Death Wish 4?
There was like
There was a-
17 of those.
Yeah, there was a Death Wish 5.
Because that was
thought
Bronson,
Death Wish-
right?
I thought
Oh,
Death
yeah.
Wish 3 was like the peak of that mountain where he blows up he has a fucking quick draw competition with a dude with a bazooka and blows him out of like,
Just because it peaks doesn't mean that it stops rolling. That's
yeah, I
one of
guess
those
every bell
movies.
curve has to have a downward side. But
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
Sure.
You know
Just
what
over there,
movie I'm really looking forward to is
The Munsters by Rob.
Well, yes, that is one, but the other one would be the Pooh. What was that?
Oh, the
What did
horror Winnie the Pooh movie?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty
What?
good too.
They are, since he became free use,
Yeah,
they've already made they're working on the production of a bloody Winnie the Pooh movie.
slasher film.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name on TikTok, but he does like his own renditions of artwork, and he did a storyboard episode where it was Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin were evil, and they were up against what and Hobbs,
Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbs. Yeah, were like the underdog heroes versus Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh, and it looked really cool. I mean, it'll never happen, but it was fun to watch that guy's TikTok about it.
Okay. You don't look for Tigger in this movie. He is not public domain until 2024. So, just letting you know.
It's supposed to be Winnie the Pooh and Piglet.
Yeah, but yeah, Tigger.
At least
Or is
that's
it like-
the images they've taken away. They've released.
So how does
Tigger
it
is from
become
this
public
next
domain?
House on Pooh Corner.
Is it just a length of time or something?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just
Yeah,
literally death of the author plus 70 years, or is it just, or it might just be 90 years from publication at this point. Public domain shit is really confusing. I've been looking at it a lot lately,
Mhm.
and it is fucked the fuck up. But
Makes sense.
as far as the Monsters movies go, I watched it.
Any good?
It is a searing eyesore, but you know it has some redeeming qualities. Not enough to recommend it. There you go.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
I gave up before Herman showed up.
Yeah, like it takes Herman a half an hour to show up, and you know, without the actual family dynamic, it's not the fucking monsters. It's just zany monster bullshit show until
Zany
Perfect
is
dis-
the word, and zany is not really my thing.
zany
That's
isn't
sad.
necessarily comedy.
Yeah,
Like
it's
zany
not.
is just zany.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's not necessarily my thing because it's not necessarily comedy.
Though I was impressed by Doomhead.
So that's us.
So Rob Zombie made another movie where it's just
Oh,
like
it's not
it,
even the same movie?
no, it's just the actor that played the mad scientist in the new Monsters thing
Mm-hmm.
played a killer guy called Doomhead in a previous movie.
The 31, I think it was called.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he was also that Nosferatu vampire. He was doing both roles in the
Oh.
so like.
Well, how do you like the Nosferatu vampire? He was the only thing that made you laugh before we turned the movie off.
Yeah, like, that guy's a really good. That guy's a really good get for Rob Zombie because you know he's kind of saddled with a permanent bad actor.
I'm confused.
So, you know,
I
it's-
don't remember the movie.
No, you didn't watch 31, but then the Monsters. He was the first date, the vampire.
Oh, that guy.
He also was the mad scientist, which I didn't know until Terrence just said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I liked him as the blah, 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 I can't get stuck. I liked him as the
The-
vampire guy. He was
Mhm.
funny. He was, yeah. That was
And I had
that's the only thing that I liked about it. And like the music. When the music was playing, that was cool.
Well, yeah, good costumes, good set design, thin gruel for fucking script, but
And
Heard it
lighting, dear
described.
God.
I've heard that movie described as a porn parody where the only one who gets fucked is the audience.
I think I saw that review.
it reminds me of a JC's Haunted House. But
I don't know what that is.
never mind.
Nobody past the 50s knows what that is.
Yeah.
I know what that is.
Like,
That was
real
one of the best features of the Coastal Carolina Fair.
Thank you, old man Winter.
And Kevin is in his 50s, so it counts.
I am not in my 50s.
All
We are the same age, Waste Lord.
No. You're older than me.
By months, not by years.
But the name of the year that your birthday, your age is higher. So
So, back to Barbarians.
oh yeah, sorry, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Jaguar lady says, let's play the game. I want to smash something.
When we last left our heroes, they had just freed a village from the oppression of two warring mad sorcerers, but they've had a lot of adventures since then, and have grown in power, strength. However, their last endeavor, which involved some high stakes gambling in a trading city next to the Colorado River, had left them somewhat in a bind, so they had to take supplementary work. Luckily for them, a fellow, a rather rich mutant named Lord Gagrian, has offered them work.
Tell her you're going to record.
Oh.
Are we not recording?
You can push the
Recording
Nope.
in progress.
button. Got it.
Oh.
You can push the
Nope.
button now. Got it. Okay.
I meant to
Do we
record,
start
so
over?
No, don't start over. I
Yeah,
wanted
well, I
that for cartoon. So if you haven't seen our cartoon trailer for the last session, I was hoping that
Pretty good.
something magical would happen this time. I don't know if starting off with Lord Gagrian is going to really, set the standard high, but we'll see.
We got standards now. It's cool.
Gagrian.
we never
Professional
have, we never
outfit.
will. And so let's go around introducing our characters. Lord Gagrian has hired the 5 of you, since you picked up a scrappy mascot-like plucky teenage sidekick. Go ahead and let's describe your character, Matt.
All right. So I'm playing a kid named Skiz. He's about 14 or so, but he got kicked out of his village at a young age for playing too many pranks. And the last one that ended up destroying their latrine system, which resulted in the shit and piss leaking into all the food stores from the whole village. He was 8 years old at that point and was asked to leave.
Is your nickname Woodstock 99?
What?
That's what happened at Woodstock 99.
Oh, was it? I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah, everybody got conjunctivitis. That was like
shit.
their souvenir they took home.
Exactly. But he found his way to a nearby city and entered the city through the sewer system and ended up living in the sewers for about 7 years from there. He's kind of got yellowish, kind of jaundiced looking skin. He's got permanently slimy hair that has a greenish hue. He's got some light armor that he made out of some sewer debris and a rat bone dagger and a blowgun and an old. He's got an old miner's hat too that the lamp still works on it, and he constantly attracts flies.
Delightful.
Wow. I
Oh,
can
so
see why
you're
they took you in.
Pigman from Peanuts.
Yeah. So he's a sewer urchin class. So I roll randomly for all that shit. So it kind of do it all together.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad we collected you.
Yeah, absolutely. A real stinker.
But let's familiarize ourselves to the audience. If people who do not remember the characters from last time, we are replaying characters we had before. Let's start with our intrepid, I say de facto group leader.
Maledictus Infernium!
Sure.
Way to jump on that grenade.
It was a total joke, but
I wanted to talk.
So I just wanted that joke of the leader, and then Maledictus says his name really loudly, and that's basically his character. He's a death priest. He looks like a metalhead kid from Wisconsin, and he casts spells using dead people as his catalyst.
Cool.
Very death metal-y.
Very
All
death
right.
metal.
Well, let's double back to the person he cut in front of. Barnold, Sharnold, let's describe give us the update on your character. Like, let's give us the elevator pitch.
I bottled Shonald Agablasted. I was my name was created in the live chat last time we played this game. Because it was just going to be Barnold Agablaster, and somebody said Sharnold, and we couldn't debate which one was better, so we went with both. Thank you for that. It's been it makes me giggle on the way to work a lot. I'm basically if Kevin Sorbo and Arnold Schwarzenegger swapped places in the early 90s. I'm a TV version of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just an appearance and my terrible rendition of how he talks. I run in and I hit things hard, and I like to get in close and talk to people so that our musts can mingle. Because in his tribe, he believed that when your BOs mingled, you could only tell the truth to each other. He probably does not want to get honest with Skiz. I'm just that doesn't seem like a good talk at this point. Stay away from me. Stay away from me, you little urchin.
There's definitely an odor. An odor.
All right. Jaleesa.
Oh, hey. How you doing? I'm Jaleesa the Jaguar Lady. Pretty much a lady that's a jaguar. A jaguar that's a lady. I like to hit things. I like to smash stuff. I like to break things.
It's nice to have a diverse amount of hobbies.
And keep that Skiz kid downwind for me, please. If you can.
So you took it at
Part of the
urchin.
team
You all
now.
hated.
She has a very powerful sense of smell. You know,
Yeah.
She
as a
can throw
jaguar.
anything.
If
Yeah.
you think about what Jaleesa looks like, what is her name?
Mia
Culpa.
Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph.
Maya
Thank
Rudolph.
you. Maya Rudolph from Idiocracy, but a jaguar.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
was a challenging prop to draw, by the way.
Kevin. Who are you
I am playing Ash 4000, the robot, former death robot, still a robot that likes to kill things. I have a hand that turns into a chainsaw. I like to shoot things with my laser gun.
You also have a blowtorch. You got a blowtorch
You?
in our first game. Yeah.
No, flamethrower.
Okay.
Flamethrower. Sorry.
Yes, I have a flamethrower as well.
You didn't write it down. You just totally added more stuff to his sheet now. You know that.
Is he reading? We don't do that around here.
Yeah.
Words is how
No one
wizards
knows-
put curses in your brain.
No one knows how to read.
Did anybody's intelligence go up between the first sessions?
Mine actually went up by 2.
Oh wow!
What do you
Still don't
mean,
trust
read?
those books though.
If you got over a 10 now, I'll let you have reading.
Oh, it has to be over 10?
I'm an 11,
10 and up.
Turn it up.
but
Okay.
I am
I'm
smart enough to
resistant.
read, but wise enough to choose not to.
Dang.
It's for
He
the
doesn't want to
best.
get. He doesn't want to get this mace.
Yeah. Jaleesa, you gonna read?
Mm-mm.
No.
All
Smart.
right.
I do all the reading for our group.
Cool.
I am smart enough to read, but have been not programmed to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Books are evil. Words are the words are
Thanks
evil.
for watching the last episode.
Yeah.
Matt, appreciate that.
No. I'm saying I'm in character. Skiz has
Oh.
no idea what even the concept of reading is beyond him.
Ash-
Clever.
Ash 4000 is basically a speak and spell with weapons attached.
Without the spelling part either.
Yeah. he's
Yeah,
just
okay,
a-
it's a speak.
Cat. Seek.
It's all just text emojis.
That's acceptable. I'll accept
All right.
it.
So yes.
Can Skiz read?
Oh, what's your
that-
intelligence?
no. 8.
It's
Oh,
like now
after-
Jaleesa just reads picture books and that's it. Just looks at the pictures.
luckily, Wasteland Society has evolved in such a way that most things can be indicated on a sign by a drawing. Good for you. But but sometimes a drawing becomes standardized and then people get upset because that's almost like a language.
I mean, you're right. I mean, it's basically what all letters are.
It's hieroglyphics. That's the beginning of writing.
Agreed upon
But-
drawings.
So, they like to change it up from time to time. But anyway, you guys have been employed after losing a great deal of money gambling.
Those
By,
meat bags.
by a Lord Gagrian. Now, Lord Gagrian is not necessarily in charge of anything. His name is Lord Gagrian. He is a bloated yellow mutant with 6 arms. He is usually carried around by a small team of rickety robots on a litter. He's very wealthy for a mutant, but he is he likes to put on airs that necessarily aren't necessarily like legitimate. Like they're obviously the various sorcerer kings that rule the territories are the ones in charge, but he likes to throw his weight around, and he has a lot of weight to do that with. So when he bailed you guys out of your troubles, he asked you if you would indeed be considerate enough to pay him back by becoming members of his staff for an upcoming venture. The venture in question is called the Great Nine Peak Race, put on by Veslin the Unnerving. He has a very Dahmer-like stare, though mostly the context of that is lost to time. Yes, Veslin's Great Nine Peak Race is probably the most premier sporting event in the Western Mountains, and I want you to be part of my team. Say yes, or the live stream ends because I don't have any other adventure.
Fine.
I in my mind, I'm just picturing this Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. We're going for a race. Something totally different's gonna happen.
When I was a young teenager, I had to be a busboy and they made me wear a suit. Do I have to wear a suit?
Yeah, you will have to wear the colors of Lord Gagrian, but mostly it's these headbands. He smacks one of the robots carrying his litter on the head, and the head opens up, and he pulls up a number of like Ninja Turtle style like bandit masks.
Cute 80s power metal and eagles screaming as Bartle ties a headband around it. I forgot he's just wearing a metal bikini, but my class means that's like heavy armor.
True.
Protect the nips.
And a throbbing penis.
The headbands are both are purple and yellow striped. And he's like, these will denote you as members of my illustrious race team. In the next couple of days, we will head out from this tedious city and go into the mountains. Yes, there we will acquire the vehicle for the race and set off on what will hopefully be a winning venture.
So we're going to be like the pit crew?
No, you'll be the sailing crew, as it were. It's a chariot race, an air chariot race.
Ah, I'm very good at none of that. But I'll do my best to get out of this crippling debt that I'm in.
Good. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And in fact, probably would have hired assassins to go after you if I did not hear it. But I'll see you shortly. My man Merv will meet you.
I just got very excited that I feel like this is going to be Thundar the Barbarian meets Death Race 3 or Death Race 2000.
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be
Yeah.
very excited with that.
I'm hoping that that's the case.
I'm hoping meet Speed Racer.
The
Shut up.
I was about to
I
say
want
that
saw
same
blades.
thing.
I want
Speed
the
Racer.
saw blades on the chariot.
Did you
Speed
not
Racer was
watch-
my mental image as well.
Really?
Like
Here's
the
the
really
thing.
bright. Yeah.
like
Mhm.
the Speed Racer movie that the Wachowskis did is even more eye-searing than the Munsters, but I love that one because they
Me
just went
too.
whole hog. They went full in, like fuck your eyes, fuck your eyes.
I mean, that's how you do an anime live action. You fuck eyes.
No, Frakes, no. We don't
When you
watch
say
what
that,
you
I feel
watch.
dirty.
I don't know which animes you're watching, but yeah, no.
I do.
Fuck.
I don't.
So Lord Gagrian's robots heave the litter around and take the ponderously large mutant back to his dwelling in the city, leaving you alone in your poverty. For the next 2 days, you guys scrape by until finally you guys see, and this is a character I've been wanting to use, but like since I do the art for him, a purple mutant with pointy ears and a mohawk meets you. He has a eye patch bolted on. He is called Merv. He seems a little skeptical when he finally tracks you all down. He's like, "Are you Gagrian's people?"
Are you the gal the starting suit screen?
"Yeah, I am."
Then
Nice.
yes. Then yes, we are.
"Let us break the fourth wall for a moment." "Yes, yes, I am."
Does that hurt?
What?
The eye patch.
No. It's just hair, friend.
How is it bolted? Do you have the nuts behind it? How does that work?
No, like you say, the same way you use a drywall screw. Why are you asking this?
Oh, it's rivets. I see now. Sorry. That makes all the sense to me.
It's like it hurts.
He's like, Gagrian's ready. He's got his caravan prepared. You'll be doing a little caravan guarding. I hope you don't mind.
Do we have a choice?
Sure.
No.
Does that pay extra?
Yes, it pays extra.
Right.
Could we say that in the 2 days, the four of us have held down Skiz and washed him, at least in a river?
Yes, you can do that. It doesn't do much good because it looks like as soon as he gets out, like he seems to be a host to several molds and slimes, which regrow as the day goes on. He's a very filthy teen.
It's that wet teen smell. You just can't get it.
Yeah, there's no getting rid of it.
It smells
Awful.
worse wet.
It's like your
If it gets
good
in your-
cheese
and
that
if it
went
gets in
bad.
your- if it gets in your
I
mouth.
don't see what's wrong with him, being that I have no nose or olfactory sensors.
You're a robot that breathes through your teeth, I guess.
Robot that breathes.
I don't breathe. I'm a robot.
I'm still figuring out what that means.
As far as Barnold is concerned, robot means guy who won't take his metal suit off.
never
Scared
takes his
man,
armor
scared
off.
hiding. He's just a scared little man hiding in his tin armor.
So Merv escorts you to the edge of the trading city, where you do see Gagrian and a large number of people gathered there for the trip west to the mountains. It looks like in addition to the rickety robots that haul his litter around, which he has, to your knowledge, never gotten off of in your presence. You're not even sure if his legs work.
Vestigial.
No, he's just real portly. Probably diabetic.
Missing a few toes.
The rest of the caravan is a bunch of other flunkies, lackeys, and nobodies from the city that he is hired out to haul at great personal labor a massive wagon with a tarped something underneath it. The second wagon, which is also massive and tarped, has a something in it that is loud and roaring. Gagrian greets you warmly. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for coming. These will be our caravan guards. He gestures towards you vaguely.
Can you give us an example of the roar?
Okay, that's going to be a tough one. Imagine a moo, but high pitched.
Me. Oh, high enough to cut out the audio.
Yes, high enough to cut out the audience.
That's what
Those of you with-
grass-fed beef sounds like.
Those of you with sensitive ears, Jaleesa, find it the most obnoxious noise you've ever heard. Make a knowledge, a wisdom, intelligence checks for me, Jaleesa. See if you can tell what's under there.
That is a 6 under 11.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard this noise before and you don't like it. That is a cage full of batfalo in there.
Ugh, backflow. Ugh, gross. Somebody shut them up.
Which are exactly what you think they are.
At Buffalo.
Buffalo wings.
Bats. Yes, a buffalo
where-
with huge bat wings.
That's where buffalo wings come from.
Are they the size of buffaloes or the size of bats?
They're the size of buffalo.
So
Is there
just
a way to shut them up?
Generally, the only way to shut them up that you know is to overfeed them and distract them.
But those are probably what is taking our air chariot. They are our motors. So if we overfeed them, we will be slow.
Very astute, says Gagrian. I'm glad you are way more on the ball than I suspected. Wonderful to hear. It's nice having competent servants.
I can read.
Assistants.
You can what?
Oh, you shouldn't read. That's how wizards put curses in your brain. Everyone knows it.
I am not afraid of curses. I mold the death to do my bidding.
Well, it's good to have hobbies. Let's get going.
Would you rather
Jaleesa's
fight?
gonna grab Maledictus and rip a little bit from his t-shirt off and stuff it into her ears so she doesn't have to hear that. And she says, I mold your t-shirt to dampen the sound.
This is my only shirt.
That's what you get for reading.
Nerd!
Like a
Basically.
2,000-year-old misfit shirt he found in a cave somewhere.
Yes.
Would you rather fight 100 bat-sized buffaloes or one buffalo-sized bat?
Yes.
Does it have
Anything-
horns?
But a batfalo.
Yes.
That's what I...
Sorry. the caravan begins, and we are going to fast forward a little bit. Because the trip out of the river basin is boring. This is a pretty well-trod territory. It's well patrolled. The sorcerer king that rules it has a lot of hybrid scorpion beasts in his employ that basically keep charge of the territory. And as long as you stay on their good side, you don't have to worry about, getting stung to death in an arrest. But so once you get to the edge of the territory, however, things get a little wilder. The territorial boundaries get a little bit more blurred. And of course, no one gives a crap about the wilderness because it's toxic, horrible, and filled with monsters.
And you can go as fast as you want.
Yeah.
No
speed
cops.
at it.
It's the Autobahn of the apocalypse.
Gagarian says, we have but one stop to make before we begin making our ascent into the mountains. It will be just a brief business transaction. I hope you don't mind. I'll need you as backup on this. You never know, really, what's going to go on with the people I have employed.
I suppose.
Okay.
All right. The trip piles on for a couple of days. There's a little light hunting. You guys find some various beasts in the forest to hunt and devour along your way. But finally, you get to a place where there is a massive ravine and there is a open lava pit at the bottom of it. And you can see there are a number of dwellings built into the cliff face. All of them are spewing black smoke. There's just it looks like there's a bit of industry going on here in this sunken land where the earth is spewing up magma. The caravan stops. And Gagarian says, all right, I'll need you to go in and give this scroll to the leader of the, he thinks for a moment, merchants down there. Now, please make sure that they know what it says. Which one of you said they could read?
That would be me. I will read it to them.
Good. I'm not very certain of their education level. However, their skill is impeccable.
All right, then. Let us.
One more
sally
thing.
forth.
He points to a crudely constructed box with a lot of chains around it. He's like, that is their payment. Make sure you get the goods before you get the payment. Or give them the payment. Ugh.
Okay.
Now, shoo, on your way.
Is it just like a big treasure chest?
Yeah, it's just a treasure chest. The wooden treasure chest with chains all wrapped all around it.
Oh, so I can't just like peek in?
No, not without breaking the lock.
No.
If you wouldn't mind picking that up, Bonald, we need to be on our way.
Actually, Jaleesa's the one that can carry anything.
That's right. I forgot. You just look the strongest.
Yeah, these are all show muscles.
All that vanity lifting.
Yeah.
His gains cannot cause pain like hers can.
Yeah, I've already hoisted it up, and I'm like, are you guys coming or what?
Yes. What does the scroll say?
You crack open the scroll, says, it basically, the gist of it in Gagarian's florid language comes down to an agreement of fair exchange for the parts necessary for the upcoming race in exchange for the goods provided as previously agreed on, and it gives a date, which is kind of meaningless to you. like the yellow fox moon.
Okay. So it's not like a threat and we're walking into a potential ambush.
No, it's just a way, by way of introduction kind of letter to prove that you are Gagrian's people. And at the bottom, it has Gagrian's seal. Like a sort of a beefy four-armed guy, like flexing. Like a very idealized version of Gagrian in yellow ink.
Yellow ink?
Yeah, he's got yellow flesh. He's a four-armed mutant.
How do you make yellow ink in the apocalypse?
Hmm?
It's urine.
It's turmeric.
Sloshed daisies.
So now that once we get out of earshot and out of eyesight, do we want to look in this chest?
Yep.
Skiz,
Yeah,
do we-
you asked that, and I already have the chest open.
You gotta pry it out of my hands first.
No, I climbed up on your other shoulder and have it open.
Who's here? Are you going to try and break the lock or pick the lock?
We have to have the pick.
I'll try for picking it.
All right.
Wait, what's Skiz? What are you good at? I don't know what an urchin is in this system.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind. I get like the first attack, I get advantage, and if I hit with my first attack, I do 2d4 plus my level and damage.
Oh, okay. So you are like a quasi rogue kind of guy.
Sorta, kind of like a rogue, sneaky type. I have a if anybody's taller than me, they take disadvantage. Or I have advantage against test to avoid melee attacks if the target's taller than me. So that's something good.
But you're not like the lockpicky, trap findy kind of rogue.
I mean, unless it's if it doesn't specifically say that.
No.
But,
Well,
like
that's the thing,
Dex
like,
is my primary stat.
Most everything comes down to like, just stat checks and things. So if he's got a good dex, he has a good chance to pick the lock.
Okay.
Though, do you have any tools to that regard? In that regard,
I just took the equipment that it gave me. Like
What
I
is-
rolled for it.
what is that?
Is the robot good at lockpicking? I can't remember.
I got that
I
minor
don't
hard.
have any tools. I have
I
an
got the
awesome
miner's
deck.
hard hat and a dagger and a blowgun, and then
Oh.
light armor.
I'm gonna say you can use your blowgun needles to try and pick the lock if you like.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, and it's because
Alright.
it does have an ammo for my ranged weapon. So
Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
and I need to be under.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! I rolled a 20.
Oh, that's a fail.
Oh
Right.
no.
Fuck me.
You
Damn.
never roll 20s except for when they're bad.
Yep.
All right, so Skiz attempts to pick the lock with one of his blowgun darts. However, his hand slips because he's so slippery. He's a disgusting child,
Mm.
and the locks, the darts break off in the lock, making it impossible to try and pick them. So they will have to be broken open if you need to get in.
A smash it.
Yeah, this is a tough one. They got some kind of advanced security inside this lock or something. Anti-theft locks. That's what these are.
What do I have to roll to break into it? Under my strength?
Yep, under your strength.
And since this is the feat of strength, I get advantage, and both of them are under my strength.
All right.
Woo. 14 and 6. Woohoo.
Jaleesa reaches down, grabs the lock, gives it a rough twist. You hear the creak of metal, and then a snap, and the lock comes open. Once you get down there, once you like get all the chains unwrapped, I'm assuming you guys are doing this out of sight of Gagrin, right?
Just 10 feet away
Yeah.
from him.
I'm just now
That's a
putting it
little
down.
rude.
Just turned
We
around.
should look in here. He's right behind us.
Like, I'm just now putting it down. All that stuff has happened while I was still holding on to it. But I'm
Okay.
gonna set it down. I'm assuming the chains just kind of fell off of it since it was suspended when the
Yeah.
lock was broken.
Sure. Yeah, the chains fall off and you put the thing down. Once you open it, you find that it is filled with big jugs of chemically smelling stuff.
That's not gold.
It is not gold. It is about 6, 3 on each, 3 lined up on each big clay jugs. And once you pop the cork on them, they give off just a powerful reek. Like
Smells like soup.
no, it smells closer to petrol than anything.
Well, this is useless for us. I'm glad we spent all this
Gasoline?
time.
I'll throw a torch in there to see if it's flammable.
Now everyone makes saves to not die.
You said it was full of big jugs. I was like, how many issues?
Oh, the Eye of Odin opens up. Big jugs fall out.
Big jugs fall out. Yeah, well,
So, yes.
this is of no interest to me now, but my curiosity has been sated.
I guess
Okay.
we should continue with the planned adventure. Trying real hard to derail that shit.
It's fine.
Well, if we had a car, it wouldn't be free gas, man. We'd take off.
It would be of use to say Ash 3000 to maybe recharge his flamethrower module, but beyond that, not much use to you guys.
So worthless. Gotcha.
He didn't even know he had it.
He didn't.
Momentarily forgot.
Sure.
The
Junior.
robot did.
Yes, the robot forgot.
All right.
He
So
had
you
a
guys
corrupted file.
begin heading down a narrow path down the cliffs into the area, and as you get closer, you can hear the sounds of hammers and the whoosh noises of people stoking fires. And once you get within sight of the settlement proper, a bunch of guys come out. They're all like dressed in kind of like heavy leather and metal outfits, but the outfits like cover their entire faces, like gas masks. The arms and the shoulders of them have little spouts all over them, and they all have like little tanks on their backs.
It's the Foot Clan.
The one in charge, when you get down there, calls out to you.
It sounds like
Cannot
Reed if I've ever
understand
heard
your
it.
vocals.
It's a threat. From Gagriel. We are here to see your merchant leader. Yes, Gagriel. Lord Gagriel. Blah, 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 blah.
We need an interpreter up here.
They begin talking to each other.
I got this.
And finally one of them turns to you and begins.
I follow his instructions to the letter.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Now,
Or wisdom check.
this is my first skill check since we played this a year and a half ago. So I roll a d20 and I'm trying to get under my intelligence.
Yeah, add or under.
At or under. Natural 19.
You guys are,
Yes,
you guys are all
that's
doing
awesome.
great.
Hang on,
So-
I've got advantage on intelligence
Oh, there
once
you go.
per
Oh.
hour.
This is your time to shine.
Natural 19.
Again?
Yep. 2 in a row, baby.
If you roll the same
Wow.
number twice, you get to roll a third time. It's on page
Yeah, let's see if you can
76.
critically fail.
So
No
how
wonder
far
we're-
away are they? The people that are talking?
Well, if you'd like to make a wisdom check, go ahead.
To see how far away they are?
Oh no, how far away the people you're talking to right now? They're
Yeah.
about 20 feet.
But they're like down, up, something
They are
like that?
down like about 10 feet from where you guys are on the little road heading down into the valley.
So Jaleesa's gonna put down the chest and just jump down there, yelling, "Enough with this mush mouth bullshit!" But I just want to see what they're saying.
All right.
Do I have to?
Go ahead.
Do I need to roll or anything, or just I don't know?
Roll a charisma check to intimidate them, I guess.
That is a fail.
All right. The voices underneath the mask begin sounding a little angrier.
I just want to hear what you're saying. What did you say?
Let me see. Let me do a little rolling myself here. All right. You see that one of them like hesitantly moves to the front of the group with a little bit of shoving from the rest. And he begins like unbuttoning parts of his face mask and pulls it up, and you see a person with really bad teeth covered in sores, like he's got a lot of old burn scars on him. He unlimbers his tongue for a moment and says,
I didn't like that at all.
I was
Speaking
We
of
were
Rob Zombie, that's how
trying.
he flirts.
trying to give you directions to our boss, you dullard.
I don't know what a dullard is, but if it's not nice, I'll smash you.
He recounts the directions given before. He points across the way past several open lava pits that you can see. There is a narrow walkway. It says, "Go through the walkway, head up the cliffs. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 stories up. Take a right into the main hall, then take a left. You're looking for leather curtains. Once you get there, announce yourself with Gagrian's letter. Otherwise, you're going to get speared to death rather rapidly."
I take all that in. I go back to the people. I tell them what he said. But when he says stories, I look a little incredulous because that sounds a lot like reading. But anyway.
That's how high the building is. It's a pseudonym. It is a word that
Oh, shut up.
I don't like all these big words.
It tells you a story is the height of 2 men standing on each other's shoulders.
Okay. Why did he just say that?
Because it's easier to say story than the height of 2 men standing on each other's shoulders every time.
And yet
But
here
not
we
nearly as
are.
much fun.
Yeah, but then we have to go get the clarification. And with the clarification takes up the extra time when you could have just said 2 men standing on top of each other.
See, this is somebody who thinks with his brain talking here.
You see my brain throbbing right now.
yes.
All right. Are you
That's your
taking
brain?
the fellow puts back on his mask and then wishes you well. Fuck you. Get out of here.
I scramble back up, making sure to kick a lot of dirt in their direction.
My mother's fine. Thanks for asking.
What are you guys doing?
Following the directions to the letter.
All right, you follow the directions through the letter. The crowd that met you basically give you the stink eye, or at least you think they do, out of their little gas masks, face masks. They're all like watching you guys go, standing around, and you see a lot of other ones that you see one of them like hauling a wagon full of ore. You see another one like carrying like bales of like maybe like metal rods across the way, but they all stop what they're doing to watch you guys proceed across the lava field up into the other side of the cliff face and begin heading up. The trip up is exactly as the fellow described. You go up 4 stories of height, essentially.
4 flights.
Yeah. Cut into the cliffs itself through a carved tunnel. And after following his directions, you come to a place with a large leather curtain that once you pull it aside, you're basically surrounded by, or rather have about 6 or 7 spears pointed at you. And there you see at the far end of the room a fellow in similar armor to the rest, but he's much larger. His armor actually has an exposed like lower face area, but you can see that it's got like a hanging thing where he could put on the rebreather type apparatus that the rest of them have. He's like, "Who are these people?"
I will unroll the letter and recite it. By order of Lord Gagriel, we have come to deliver your goods in exchange for the payment offered. Thus, blah, 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 on the day of the yellow gibbous moon of the fox hair.
the leader of the encampment looks a little like unimpressed. He's like, "And Gagrian didn't come himself."
I don't believe he could have made it up the steps.
Oh, his Gagrin is as immense as I hear.
Yes, he's a very
Even
large
more
man.
so.
Many arms.
Which means he won't come down here to aid you. The items we made him were difficult to construct. I assume you brought the payment.
Right here in this chest.
You show him the now unlocked chest, and he looks down and is like, "Why has the seal been broken?"
To verify its contents.
Why would you need to verify its contents? You are the delivery person.
I am Ash 4000, not delivery person.
Quiet, robot. No one asked you.
We didn't want to
Yes.
be inadvertently bringing, a chest full of rocks in here to you.
Exactly.
You do see a pile of like discarded robot parts in the corner. Like this guy just does not like robots, apparently.
We need to see the goods.
The goods is fine. He stands, and you see his spear-wielding guards make room for the massive hulking guy as he begins walking towards you and looking at the chest. He's like, "First, show me what's in here."
Soup. That is why we unlocked the chest, so that we could show you, verifying the goods. And
I gave him a lock, and he pulls a key out of his pocket.
oh, we have that.
Mercenaries. He pops up, like flicks open the lid. He looks down. He pulls one of the jugs up, as long as you guys don't bother to stop him, and gives it a shake. Like the jugs are like big things to you guys, but he like palms one and glug glugs it. He's like, and puts it down. And he mutters to himself, "Seems a little light. But anyway." He leads you down a couple of flights into another area where you see that there are a lot of strange metal harnesses with spikes all like jutting out all over them, set up on stone like animals, like you like basically like I guess they would be what, dressing dummies at this point, display.
They're barding mannequins.
Yes. And he's like, here they are. But to be honest with you, I'm not really interested in parting with them. I might have gotten a better offer.
Unfortunately, the deal has been struck and made. That is why he sent us, to ensure that it gets completed.
Oh, no. I brought you down here because here we have the advantage in a fight. We're going to kill you and just take that stuff, if you don't mind.
I do mind. I don't like it.
Yes, I mind that very much, as a matter of fact.
He quickly whips on his rebreather and says, "Too bad. And we can roll initiative, but if you want to, we can take a quick 1 hour break or
yes, a 1 hour break.
You can take a quick 1 hour break.
11:30. No,
Okay.
just kidding.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll get on with the good stuff.
Yes, combat.
Be right back.
More beer.
I get to squash some meat bags.
Hello, friends. Have you or a loved one recently passed away, but are so tired of all the boring, tear-stained memorial services? Sick of awkward silences at the wake, with relatives you barely know eating cold broccoli casserole and macaroni? Is standing somberly dressed in black while a coffin is lowered into the cold, cold ground with only the rain to hide your tears becoming a drag? Then come on down to Dr. Wizzo's Clown Funeral Home and Bounce Castle Emporium. Hi there, I'm Wizzo Thompson. I have a BA in Mortuary Sciences, a doctorate in Jocularity Arts, and a certificate in Bounce Castle Technologies, and I want to put the fun back in funeral. Come mourn with a smile in our state-of-the-art Bounce Castle Chapel. Take a last look at the dearly departed in our ball pit viewing room. Was the deceased a youngster? No problem. Our fun coffins depicting non-copyrighted cartoon characters come in junior sizes too. You'll laugh as our all-clown pallbearer crew do hilarious coffin-carrying pratfalls. Watch in astonishment as we cram the casket, the pallbearers, the gravediggers, 20 bouquets of squirting flowers, 53 folding chairs, the next of kin, and a poorly trained dancing bear we call Reverend Bitey, and our fun-colored microhearse to go to the graveside service. Distinguished military career? We got you covered with our patented 21 cream pie salute. Finally, send your loved one down a deep dark hole in our loop-de-loop interment twisty slide. What's that? Want to cremate instead? Then you'll love our Insto-Blammo corpse cannon. We'll blast your loved one's mortal remains into a fine white ash before your very eyes. I'm Dr. Wizzo, and I think that if life's a joke, then death should be one too. Call today!
It was early that morning that I awoke, and I knew that today was gonna be a different kind of day for a young lass like me. Oh. Today would be the last day I would see my parents alive and breathing and happy. It would be the last day I knew happiness as a child. For today was the day that the orcs invaded and everything changed, and what set me off to become an adventurer to set the rights in the world. It was a cold... you got something in your throat? It was a cold, misty...
That's enough of that.
Well, just let me tell it one more.
Do I have to?
You always point to that damn sign.
I sure do.
Fine, I'll just take another beer.
Hey guys, my name's Blake. My mom, she told me about like these particular type of people out there that believe fashion is supposed to be like understated. Clean lines, precise stitching, modest cuts, and like when it comes to their jewelry, like there's never anything too flashy. Only like perfect clarity and like highest quality like matter to that particular type of person. But like for all the rest of us, yeah, she said that you should try this stuff called big fake jewelry. Like whatever this stuff lacks for in class, it's like totally made up for by its size. Nothing is supposed to be like too big for this collection. Like they've got these super chunky fool's gold plated anklets. Like they got toe rings that like spell things. I saw some that spelled out dude. Whoa. 2 chains is 2 chains? They got replicas by the 2-pack. Like 4 chains. Wow. Like they have this coating. It's like bling blitz. It makes sure that like your shine never stops, dude. So like yeah, big fake jewelry. You should like get you some. Or like at least that's what my mom said. Yeah.
I suppose this is recorded now. Ooh, can't get the mouths to sync up exactly the way I'd like 'em to. But we get close to the microphone and just talking and seeing my voice come out of this effeminate robot makes me really happy that I live in the year 2021. 'Cause back in the day of my creators, they would do terrible games on the creeks and in the rivers. They would poop. They would poop upstream from people. And they'd watch it flow downstream. But now I can be a robot. Look, give my hand to wave around like a little robot. This is fun. This is nice. It's almost like having the perfect grilled cheese sandwich. Have you ever had a grilled cheese sandwich? I'm a robot. I don't know what they're supposed to taste like, but I've seen them on the TVs.
They look delicious. Okay, I've had enough now. I'm gonna climb back into this closet and power down. The dreams never stop. They never stop. Homebrew detritus. You should watch it. Watch it. Ooh.
Hey, hi, hello, hi.
Oh, wait, we're live.
Hey, we're back. She asked if we were ready. We said yes. We weren't ready.
No, I was admiring
You weren't
Golden
ready.
Girls ensemble. I really want that.
Yeah, that was Noob drunk at a nerd bowl several years ago,
I'm jealous.
wearing his Golden Girls t-shirt and pajama pants.
He got a bit
Good
touchier
times.
than I wished he had at that nerd bowl.
That's because he wants your
He wants your Golden Girl.
approval.
I think we were spooning at one point on the couch.
Yep,
Were.
you were.
Who hasn't
Remember?
spooned with you while drinking?
Who
I
hasn't had
haven't.
spoon?
People that can run faster than me.
You just telling
While
the other,
drunk?
I was
Don't
telling
know
a story
about
the other day about how we had so much fun at Kevin's wedding and how Matt just went bouncing around to different people until he found a ride home because he couldn't Uber from the woods.
I think I secured it right before the recession or whatever before
Yeah,
the
like-
actual wedding actually started. But I did continue to work the rest of the night on backup. Much easier than hitchhiking.
Yeah.
Especially from there.
You're good about that. Like, you're a charismatic guy. You're a salesman by nature. You could get that off. I'd be living in those woods to this day.
That's not a digital background he's in right now.
Yeah, I am literally in an apocalypse somewhere.
Yeah. Just an emotional apocalypse constantly.
Anyway,
Speaking of the apocalypse,
yes, welcome back to Barbarians of the Ruined Earth. Can't wait close to the microphone. So yeah, when we last left off before the ad break, not that anybody sponsors us, but we make our own ads because we're pure grind set around here.
You're just destroying the illusion that we're creating for our
meat
audience.
Wallet or ham wallet.
It's a great
They
idea.
give us so many quarters because it's only good for bills, really.
Ham wallet's gonna mean that the next product featured on the Shark Tank. It's gonna go big.
Every check we got from Ham Wallet has bounced. I don't know why. Bothering taking them.
Well, they literally
Hey, at
bounce
least-
inside the ham.
At least they have the thought to at least write the check and put that effort.
yeah, but they write it on ham.
That never makes it very far from Toker. I'm not gonna lie.
Just tattooed pig meat.
Tattooed
That's another
pig meat.
another band name I need to write down.
Tattooed pig meat.
Yeah.
Wait, are you writing down
Yar!
tattooed pig meat or tattooed pig meat?
Tattooed pig meat.
I'm still not
Don't
hearing.
know what you said.
Yeah.
Also earlier, because of one of Terrace's descriptions, that I didn't want to interrupt him, I just wrote down Hogan's dookie face. She said they were all giving us the stank eye, and I just pictured Hulk Hogan doing "Is it dookie?" And I was like, it's just a lot of people with those crazy Hulk Hogan eyes. And I was like, oh, Hogan Dookie Face would be a great indie rock band.
All right. So we were just about to roll initiative for a combat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Oh man, that sucks for me. Bad guys.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
I rolled
Skiz.
great in Pathfinder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
Skiz, new kid, give us your
Oh,
initiative.
me. Oh, 12. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. We were all talking at the same time.
Jaleesa, the Jaguar woman.
11.
Barnold, Charnold, Agablaster.
Nat 20.
What? It's terrible. Ash, 4,000.
20.
You're all cursed.
Maledictus, Infernium.
16.
16. Man, I rolled relatively high for the bad guys, but at least 3 of you are going after him. So,
Oh.
Jaleesa, the Jaguar woman, you realize that they're ambushing you as he announces that they're ambushing you. So, what are you doing? There is the leader of this gang of
Is
fire.
it still an ambush when we saw it coming and we're planning for it already?
This fire themed group of sort of like wasteland craftsmen have spears, and they all are wearing those strange suits, but you get the jump on them as they announce, like morons, that they're going to try and kill
Ambush
you.
us.
And they're still like all kind of clumped up together.
You can hit a clump of 3 on either side of you guys, or the leader. You have 3 targets.
All right, so I'm gonna go once per hour and possibly strong, and I'm just gonna be awesome. I'm gonna grab the largest thing near me and huck it at a group of 3. The one that looks the most.
Unfortunately, that's Arnold Schoenberg.
The largest thing that is not in our group.
The largest thing near you is one of the stone mannequins that are modeling these spiked harnesses.
Stone mannequin with spikes on it. Ooh.
Sounds like a good
All
weapon.
right. And that was a pretty easy hit.
All right.
Both 5
Are you-
under.
Are you hitting some of the guys or the main guy?
I'm going for. I mean, I feel like I should try to take out a clump of 3.
All righty.
Yeah. And come on, good damage. I see a 9 and a 6, so 15 damage.
All right. Let's see.
For those guys. Turn that light off. Gosh, that's bright.
I forgot to roll. All right, yeah, you throw it down. You hear the crack and crunch of their bones. It's this huge stone cow-shaped object flies across the room and smashes into them. They scream pitifully and rapidly die. Next in line is Shiz. Or Skiz. Shiz.
Skiz.
That was his last name.
Shiz.
No,
The,
I was thinking of fucking Wicked, the Broadway musical. For some...
So Skiz will whip out his blowgun and yeah. That's
You better
what he
for combat
calls
if you whipped out my penis.
I call this my blowgun and shoot a you know I'll yeah, I'll try to shoot the boss guy.
All right.
So I have to roll under my dex, I believe, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 12 and my dex is 13, so I barely did it.
Yeah.
I'll get advantage on that anyway, but anyway, I didn't need it to remember that. So I just hit, so I just do damage.
Yep.
All right, this is my big damage dealing thing. Okay, I rolled a 2 and a 3. That's 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 points of damage.
Oh Jesus! All
Nice.
All right, you catch
What's
the
that?
boss unawares, doing 8 damage to him. He lets out a shocked to be hit by something so grubby kind of scream.
So you get to, did you move around or anything in this, or you just like on your turn? Do you
I was
move on your
going on-
turn
you-
or no?
You can, yeah, like the room is basically a wide open like area with about 8, now 7 stone kind of and beast shapes interspersed amongst the room. Are you going to attempt to hide? What are you trying to do?
Well, what is the boss? What is he? What kind of weapon does he have in his hands? Is he like?
He doesn't appear to have any weapon in his hands. However, he is wearing a pair of massive gauntlets.
So maybe like a armored pugilist or something. Okay. No, I'll step to the side of the group a little bit. That way, I don't know if there's anybody behind me or anything like that, so I'm not in their line, but I'll keep about the same distance from the boss guy, moving towards where Jaleesa smushed the group of 3.
All right. And speaking of the bad guys, as the bad guys go, you see the remaining like non-boss guys, like the remaining thugs.
Mooks.
Yeah, mooks. Thank you. Why can't I remember mooks? You see them like quickly like pull like a cord on their armor, and when they do, you see jets of flame begin spouting out all the little like spouts on their chest pieces and their arms, their legs, knees, just like high like bright blue kind of little flames all over their bodies, just jutting out everywhere as they move to attack you. The guys, let's see, attempt to attack the biggest targets. So that would be Jaleesa, Barnold, and Ash. So I need you guys all to make checks to avoid, dexterity checks to avoid.
Remind me.
Are we rolling? Are they meleeing us or ranging us?
They're meleeing you.
Okay, so you got to roll your strength and not fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it only the flames that they're attacking with?
No, the flames have like jutted all over their body and covered their weapons. So basically they're just moving in with their flaming spheres and their bodies are flaming. Like they're just basically turned themselves into human torches with this complicated kind of armor that they're wearing.
I'm immune to non-magical fire. So,
Okay.
But I will still avoid the spear.
All right. Make a strength check.
Hopefully. 12 under 14.
12 and 14, miss or hit. Or you got it. Tugger, you said you got it.
I got a 13 on a 13. So yeah.
All right. Mahogany.
I got a 15 on a 15.
All right. Then
Nice.
everybody
Got a hit.
everyone is able to avoid these hits. Meanwhile, the leader, utterly pissed off that he got ambushed by some slimy little twerp, barrels across the way to attack Skiz. Let's see. What is this? He attempts to pummel you with his gauntlets, which you see are suddenly, like the rest of them, spewing flames. His entire outfit, all his gear, just all these little nozzles all over their armor, shooting out jets of propane kind of flames. And he begins taking swings at you. So I need you to make a strength check to avoid getting hit, Skiz.
All right, I get advantage on melee hits or attempts to hit me.
He is much
anybody that's taller than me.
He is much bigger than you.
And it's strength I gotta roll against.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
You get to roll it
All right,
twice.
I get to do it twice, and it's so I basically have to make be at or below the stat.
Mhm.
Okay, so I need a 9 or better, so I got a little less than 50% chance. Yes, cool. I rolled a 1 and an 8, so I'm good.
All right.
Oh wait, that's a crit success.
You rolled a
Yeah,
1?
one's a crit success.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. How did they resolve it? Forgot.
I forget.
I think do you get the damage room or is that Troika?
No. Hold on. I will come back to it in just a minute. I
If a
feel
player
there's
making an
some-
attack rolls a 1, they double the result. That's the attack. That's an attack. I don't know where it shows the. They roll a 20. When avoiding an attack, they take double damage.
Oh, okay, so
It doesn't say so. It's 1. If you roll a 1 when you're making an attack, you do double damage. If you roll a 20 when you're avoiding an attack, you take double damage. It
okay.
doesn't have anything.
Oh, okay.
So you
Gotcha.
do double damage.
It basically gives you a crit.
No,
fail.
he's avoiding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he critically.
If a character rolls a 1 on dodging an attack, they get a free attack on the enemy.
Oh, hell yeah. Take it then.
Hell yeah. I'm base to base though. So do I do a disadvantage on a ranged attack base to base? Is that how that works? I believe that's what I read. Or
Use
can
dagger.
Yeah,
It's
can I
been
just use my
months since
dagger?
I've had a chance to look at this rule. Yeah, you can use your dagger.
I think I'll just use my dagger. So that I didn't need to roll advantage. Sorry.
It's a strength check.
So yeah, I got it. So
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
He is
So-
taller than you too, so you would have had an advantage.
That's only for dodging purposes.
It's only for dodging melee. Yeah.
Oh,
A melee attack. That's yeah.
But it sounds like you hit anyway, so roll your
I
damage.
hit with the dagger. So hey, max damage. 4.
Now damn, you're putting a hurting on this motherfucker. All right.
A little nasty rotted rat bone dagger.
Gross.
Yeah, I got a whole sack
the-
full of them.
The leader lets out a disgusted scream. It's made of rat bones. It's your gun.
Yeah.
How many? You said there are 3 left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One
I'm
on
sorry.
Barn-
I did that wrong. Oh, it's made of rat bones.
So there's
Yeah,
3
yeah.
left. One on the
3
barn,
thugs and the
one
leader.
on Ash. How does the leader look?
He's got a couple of like pretty deep wounds from your new plucky teen sidekick,
Okay.
but he's still pretty active. He's pretty fresh.
So Maledictus reaches into his leather jacket inside pocket and pulls out a vial of ectoplasm, and splashing it up, he rolls an 8, which is under a 15 to haunt. A summon forth malignant spirits which manifest around the target and begin sucking the life energy from them. Each round, the target suffers 1d4 points of damage, and the spirits will linger, distracting the target. So all attack rolls against the target are made with advantage, and they will linger for 4 rounds. So he takes.
Fuck, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, he takes 4 damage this round.
Okay. Damn.
And for the next 3 rounds, he is distracted, and everything against him is with advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. This is on the leader, correct?
Yes.
Just checking. All right. He lets out a scream. Boss! And it's your go, Barnold or Ash, whoever wants to go first. I'll let you guys decide.
Oh,
he's
okay.
yeah. 1.
1, 2, 3. Shoot.
Yes, that didn't look like that worked at all.
You're playing rock, paper, chainsaw. What's going on?
Paper cuts rock.
Rochambeau with lag.
Yeah.
And like this. Yeah.
Who's next?
Arnold draws forth a sword and a spike club, and he lets out his battle shout as he charges the boss covered in ghost and automatically hits with his battle shout.
What's it sound like? There it is.
As you expected.
So basically, it's Total Recall, Arnold.
And I do 12 damage.
Damn. All right.
God, killing it.
That's 12. Let's see. Where are we at on this guy's hit points?
You should still roll because you get advantage. You might crit.
I am on my second attack because I get 2 now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Fancy.
Is he still standing?
He is still standing.
You will bow to me, stupid masked man. Oh, that would be advantage, not good. Oh, 11. Sweet. I have to get a 13 because I'm wielding 2 weapons. Boom.
All right, that's a hit.
More. That's for 10 more damage.
Damn.
Oh wow, you you rush up and basically just double tap this guy with your powerful weapons, sending the guy sprawling. He tumbles across the room. His armor gutters out as he smashes against the wall, but the tank that held the oils that powered his armor catch alight, and his body begins to burn as the oil spreads to the rest of the room. Your go, Ash, 4,000.
He peed himself.
I grab the burning armored guy in front of me by a shoulder and pull him in as I transfer my hand into a chainsaw and jab it through him.
Okay.
Let's see if the
I'll have to
dice
see
tell
some
that story.
max damage for that.
7 under a 14 for 6 points of damage.
All right, 6 points of damage. You see him, blood shoots up. He lets out a horrible scream. And but he still seems to be with it. He's got his spear, he's got his flames jutting out.
All
You said you're immune to normal flame, right?
Yes, and I have one more attack then.
Okay.
I've rolled a 9 under 14, and this time I only do 1 point of damage.
All right.
Damns the dice.
Top of the round, that would be Jaleesa. Jaleesa.
All right.
The leader is down. Your group that you smashed is way down. And there's 1 engaged in melee with Ash and 2 basically just out trying to stab whoever.
All right. Jaleesa will. Attack the nearest one with my mace. Yep. 5 under 15 gets it. 4. That's the wrong guy. D8. Max damage.
Which is
8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you heard me say D8 just a second ago. That's what I was looking for. But yeah.
I don't know. I'm dumb.
Surprising.
Is the problem. Your go, Skiz.
Skiz.
It's is probably better. That's what he smells like.
Shit.
I'm just going to sit tight and try to stab this guy with the rat bone again.
Who, the main guy? He's down.
The main guy's all the way down?
Yeah, I killed him.
Barnold wrecked him.
Okay, gotcha. Then I will move over. Shit. I'll move over and attack one of the ones that's still left on the other side.
All right, go ahead.
I think it's funny that you
Otherwise-
expect Matt to watch our first show. He doesn't even watch the show that he's currently on.
I missed that for some reason. I hit on that, and I got a 3.
All right, 3 damage.
My little shiv.
All right, you shank the guy. He is shanked. As there go. The guy who is fighting Ash, let's go ahead and resolve him first. He is still up and still trying to like two-handed like tear into your metal body with his spear. He's got it like short-hafted. So I'm going to give you advantage on this avoiding roll, damage avoiding roll. Ash, go ahead.
First roll 13 under 14, and just to see if I can roll a 1, and I roll 7. So
All right.
just dodge.
All right, yeah, you dodge. Like you're able to just bat aside his feeble attempts. Meanwhile, Jaleesa, one of them takes an attack on you, and one of them takes an attack on Skiz since he just got stabbed by him. So roll your avoidance roll.
Melee, so I get
Aw.
advantage again.
That's the word I'm looking for.
All right, so I got a 2.
You got me.
Okay, then let's see. These guys are so 3 plus 3, so 6 damage minus whatever your armor gives you. Defense your armor gives you.
Cool.
And you find, and suddenly you see your clothing and some of your fur catch a light
Oh no.
from the flames in their armor.
That's your polyester dress.
It's like I don't know if it's why has it got to be polyester?
Because it's Maya Rudolph from Idiocracy. She only wore polyester.
Well, I'll allow it.
Oh god, that's like napalm once you let it fire. Maledictus, your go.
Ah. Okay, so first things first. The is there any of these guys that are in a straight line?
No, they're all spread out.
So none of them, I can't hit 2 neglecting 1. It's only 1 guy.
I'm gonna say if you move to get to the right angle, you can.
I will do that. And as I do move, all the ghosts that were surrounding the leader and haunting him swirl together in a globe of ghostly energy. The faces of the suffering and wrathful dead are seen screaming from inside of this globe.
I gotta be honest with you, your character is pretty dark.
Hey, yeah, death metal, baby. And I want to line up to just hit 2 of them, if possible. And I will say, howling crash! And this swirling globe of energy flies out in a straight line, hitting 2 of them, and they have to make a dex save, I think.
All right. Guys.
Well, characters that are allowed a save can do so.
Why would you not be allowed to save?
I don't know.
Maybe they're unconscious.
Or
that's
held in place.
They both fail.
Web spell.
Awesome. So they both suffer 11 damage.
All right.
Nice.
One of them
They are
goes down screaming.
They are stunned for 1 round and knocked back 6 feet prone.
Okay. One of them screams his last, and his body rolls and slams against one of the dummies. The other one also lets out a horrible yowl, but he seems to be still alive as he rolls 6 feet back away from Jaleesa.
And prone.
And prone. We are at Barnold.
I'm gonna run up to one of the prone guys and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's down.
Don't the wait. Did we skip the bad guys?
No, they went.
No, they went.
They went.
I
You
feel like
rolled
They
to
a,
attack
avoid.
me and Jaleesa.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Or
Forget me.
is there
Go
one
ahead.
still standing?
Yeah, there's only one still alive, so that's the one you run to.
Oh, okay. Take this club to the face, girly man. Yeah, that's a 10 under the 13 I need.
Yep.
It takes 2d8, which is 5 and 6, so 11 damage.
All right, yeah, you smash this guy's head into Smuckers, and his final scream of terror is quickly cut short, leaving you guys in the room with both the payment and the goods.
I will refill my flamethrower with one of the jugs.
Okay.
Okay, let's collect these items and the payment
What are
and
the
return.
items?
Huh?
I mean, can we see what the items are?
They're the
The items
spiked
are
metal
these
barding.
harnesses.
That's those harnesses is what? Okay.
For Batfalo.
Yes, for the Batfalo.
Oh, I want to go through that pile of robot scraps. Collect
All right.
those.
Make a stealth check for me by rolling a dexterity. Let's see how sneaky you can get back up to his chambers. Let's root around. While they're gathering.
I succeeded.
All right.
7 under 18.
While the rest of you are gathering the goods for Gagrian, Ash 4000 melds into the shadows and dips upstairs and begins quickly cannibalizing other dead robots for parts.
And while he's doing that, I am going to pop open my vial of ectoplasm and say, "Get back in the home," and all of my souls that I craft and sculpt swirl back into the ectoplasmic vial.
All right, they swirl back in, cursing your twice damned soul forever as they are sealed once again into their prison.
And I just pet the vial. Yes, that's fine.
Okay. After
Skizzle, is there any maybe flaming daggers or anything like that on these guards these little mooks that we defeated?
Yeah, they all have spears that can inflict a flame effect on people.
Cut the haft off that spear, and now you got a dagger.
Spear. I think I can only use a dagger or a short sword. Let me double check.
Well, luckily for you, yeah, you can just chop most of the spear part off, and that becomes a short
spearhead.
Mm-hmm. And we got a guy with a chainsaw hand, so you can have a clean cut.
Oh yeah.
I want one.
Yeah. Speaking of chainsaw hand, can I roll on the combat parts to see if I find an intact robot part?
You're not gonna find much here. I'll let you roll with disadvantage.
Another weapon for you to forget about.
No, it's a D8 roll.
Yeah.
The short swords
All right.
don't really do any more damage than daggers, right?
No.
It's just based on you.
Not for you. I mean, like your damage is basically built into your class in this.
That's
game.
for
Yeah,
everybody, isn't
okay.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. But the
Gotcha.
weapons have a chance to set people on fire for a D6 is what it is. If
Oh
you hit with
shit, that could be huge. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll get Ash to chop off the end of one of them.
What page is the
I got rocket boots.
All right, yeah, you find a set of rocket boots within the pile, but you have the option to get another repair kit or the rocket boots, so you can choose which ones you want.
Rocket boots.
All right, taking the rocket.
Every time.
That's going to be pretty handy in a sky chariot race.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
It's basically like, do you want the Ring of Featherfall or anything else?
Or
right,
a
so-
cure light
Pretty good
potion.
Cure light potion every time, baby.
Here's your
No.
situation. You guys have gathered the metal and spiked harnesses. You still have the chest of the fuel that Gagrian sent you down here with. But you also have to make your way out across the lava pits where the rest of this tribe are, and back out again with either out being noticed or nearly dying, probably from being hoarded to death.
Leroy!
What are we doing?
Leroy Jenkins.
I mean,
We
Yeah.
feel powerful because we haven't died yet, Terrence. Why wouldn't we go charging through all these mooks to slaughter them?
What else could we do? Like, that's it, right?
I mean, there are. Why am I'm not role playing your characters for you. Fuck you, people.
We could
I have rocket boots. I can fly out. Fuck these guys.
we could put on their clothes, but it'll be like too tiny for me.
That's fine. Like,
I kind of like that idea. Do the thing where you knock them out and you put on their clothes,
Mhm.
and then you walk out
Well,
as
we
them.
did just kill 5 of them, or
Oh, there's
6
Seven.
moves.
Six.
there's the
Yeah.
big one too, so I might could fit in his a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Let's-
the idea of stormtroopering our way out of here.
All right.
Ooh, can I use his gauntlets as a weapon?
Yes. I will let you use his gauntlets as a real weapon instead of a
Unarmed?
Unarmed.
Improvised.
Yeah, I've got flaming fist.
But they do have all these weapons you guys are taking have a depletion die of D8. Okay.
So when you use it, you roll the dice to see how many more there are.
Basically, at the end of every combat, you roll the D8, and if the D8 comes up 1 or 2, then it drops down to a D6, and then after that, it would drop down to a D4, and after the D4 is expended, it's out of
It's
fuel.
out of gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Cool,
starting off at
though.
a D8?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him start off at a D8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
just like my
push fist.
flamethrower.
I would like to attempt a luck roll to see if I can get back one of my miracles.
Sure, go ahead.
What is a luck roll again? It's just a D20. Is it a flat check?
No, it's like a D6.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, so
just looked at
I
that.
wanted to get myself really familiar with the system again,
If
but
there's something that needs an outcome that cannot be solved by a stat test, simply roll a D6. On the result 1, 2, 3 is bad luck for the player. On a roll of 4, 5, or 6, situation favors the player.
all right.
So 1d6. I'm shooting for high.
Yes.
I got a 4.
Yay!
So I still got a miracle I can cast if necessary.
Word.
Nice.
All right. So after you guys gather your weapons and put on the dead tribesman's armor, you gather all the goods and begin heading out again. Let's see. As you go down the stairs and back as you're ambling across the little paths down the lava pits, you see a couple of guys go by. They turn towards Barnold, who is wearing the leader's armor, and one of them runs up and says, "One more! I'm gonna get it from
And I just give him a shrug and a nod, like with my hands up, like,
All right, they run like bat out of hell back towards the encampment.
I pull the thing off. Anybody know what they said or what I said to them?
I think
Does
that
not compute.
they said we should get the hell out of here as quickly as possible.
It's good.
You guys make your way back up the cliffs, and when you get back up to the top, you can see that they that Gagrian and his crew have been waiting for you guys. They seem a little alarmed when they see you in the tribesman's armor, and you see the rest. Oh, yeah, as you pull the things off, you see him clap with his forearms. Wonderful! Let's get out of here.
Did you still need this this fluid that you sent?
We are keeping the fluid.
No, keep it for yourselves as a reward from me to you. Mwah.
Yeah, we have flaming weapons now. 3 of us do anyway.
Oh, that's true. Can
Yeah.
we use that fluid to refill the D8 when it gets depleted?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Now, Franks, I need you to draw Barnold in a bandana with gauntleted flaming fist.
I'll just draw a bandana on a different layer. And,
I don't
flaming
need the
gauntlet
math on
fist.
how you do it. Don't take me behind
Yeah.
the scenes. Just make it happen.
Just want to see the magic.
Here's a peek at my process.
All right. After quickly breaking camp or breaking their waiting pattern, Gagrian's men and the various the carts they're pulling along begin to laboriously pull away. You guys travel from here for another, I'd say about 7 days through open terrain, but you can see where you're headed like days out. A massive range of giant mountains. One would describe them as high and rocky, perhaps.
Subtle.
But once Gagrian catches sight of him, he's like, "Oh, wonderful! We're so close! I cannot wait! It's gonna be fantastic! You're gonna win me so much money!"
Oh, it's the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord Gagrian. I can't wait to win you money.
And of course, there is the prestige of winning. After you if you and your team are able to accomplish this task, why, you'll be famous. You could write your own ticket from there.
I don't need fame. I've already got all the fame I need from the dead people that I control.
Well, you
Plus,
know,
we
living
can't
people
write
are better
anyway.
at sex than dead people. I'm just telling you right now. Trust me. Anyway,
Not even touching it. Nope.
Liar.
as you guys approach the mountains, you can see that you pass through a couple of small villages and towns that seem to be pretty prepared for this kind of caravan. They've basically saved up, stored up all summer, and like whenever caravans come through there, they take their ceramic coinage from the sorcerer lords, cash it out for goods, food and travel and water, or whatever potable liquid they manage to manufacture here. It's usually a thin ale for the most part, and send you guys on your way. And finally, you guys arrive at the base of the mountains and begin going up. As you travel, Gagrian becomes more excited, more talkative, more emotive, more flamboyant with his forearms. He's really good, practicing laying it on thick for his contemporary.
Is he laying it on thick because the atmosphere is thin and he's getting lightheaded? Is that?
That might be the case. As you travel on, the mercenary Merv gets more irritated by it all.
Understandable. Please tell me that this
Hey.
guy is based off Debauchery Bot from Futurama.
Hedonism bot, yeah, he's a little bit.
Hedonism Bot.
Hedonism bot. I've been trying to think of that for weeks.
Yeah, I thought it
That's
was
why I
Debauchery
described him as
Bot.
yellow.
I saw one of those couches that he lays on, and I was just like, the robot that eats the grapes.
We should party like the Greeks of old. You know the ones.
Agape.
Very agape.
Oh,
I have a question. Are we gonna receive a pilot or someone who is trained in commanding bachelors or whatever they're called?
The Batfellows are simple creatures. Therefore, I figured you simple creatures would figure each other out along the way. No, I don't have a pilot. That's why I hired you people. No one else would come on this mission.
Okay, good to know.
But all you need is a strong will, a strong back, and a keen mind. And that should carry you on through to victory.
together we get a third of the way there.
You travel on further up the mountainside. Finally, you arrive at the starting location for the Great Nine Peak Race. Basically, it's one of the cities Veslin the Unnerving has built for this great event that he sponsors. And as everyone is stepping out and Gagrian is making arrangements with people, with the various the businesses around the town that have sprung up around this whole event. You, Barnold, hear a familiar voice, a voice you never thought you would hear again, echoing out across the courtyard. Ah!
The mating call of my people.
As you echo across the room, the walkway, you turn around. The rest of you see what appears to be Barnold, Sharnold, Agablastard, duplicated across the way and barreling towards your group. The only difference really between Barnold and the fellow running across you, while Barnold has a short crew cut kind of haircut, this guy has long golden locks as he's running across the way, axe in hand, his face an expression of pure joy. As he collides with the Barnold, he's like, "Brother, oh my God, I thought I had lost you forever."
I must mingle yet again, brother. I must mingle.
Sharnold Agablaster and Barnold Sharnold Agablaster together again.
What is his name?
Sharnold Tarnold Agablaster.
Yeah, that's right.
Indeed.
Great. So now I got to draw hair for him too.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to draw other parts as well for the fanfic.
Yeah, he's basically like the gold. He's basically the gold version of Bender for Sharnold. So he's got the gold bikini, the golden hair.
We do our typical brotherly greeting where we like bump pecs and then
bump pecs.
And then touch tips with our metal bikinis.
Yes, yeah. As they separate, you see a splash of glistening sweat catch the afternoon sunlight.
Just sparks whenever they hit.
As they high five each other, and from there,
there's such a spray of sweat that it forms a rainbow.
Yes.
Musk rainbow.
From there, we will part ways with our group until next time we play in part 2 of Barbarians of the Ruined Earth, part 2.
Hooray!
The Great Nine Peaks
cool.
Spring.
The Agablasta brothers.
Before we go, the love between me and my brother is a lot like RRR, the montage of the two of them bonding, where like they high five underwater and like are just like riding each other's shoulders. If you have not seen RRR on Netflix, just do your research for this show because it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A
Who wants to
man
take
throws
us
a
out?
leopard at another man.
Yeah.
Funny because it's
I
true.
haven't watched it. I want to watch it. I need to watch it.
Mhm. All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye. See you guys next
Everybody,
time.
thanks for
Good
joining us.
everyone.